You probably saw this, but it's funny. Lupo has the best response. I did see it. It's fucking awesome. Critical support. Well, not even critical. Unconditional support to Dr. Lupo. He's a great dude. But also, it makes me happy that there's like sane people in this space still.
What the f do you expect? What? You should hold every person that you respect accountable for their mistakes too. So in the situation where a person that I was working with consistently on both game development and my career as a streamer at the same time, we had collaborated multiple times. Suddenly it turns out that years ago he tried to message a minor to solicit them and it got caught, and that's why it didn't happen. You expect me to not turn my back? Bro, y'all, there's no way you do not have brain damage from this. There's absolutely no way. If anywhere along that path you go, oh, that's fine, you got something fucked up in your head, dude. I don't give a shit. Clip it, put it on LSF, tag him. I don't give a fuck, dude. He messaged a 17-year-old when he was in his late 30s with a child and married, trying to solicit them.
It is a breath of fresh air to be reminded that there are like normal adults whose brains are not like warped entirely by algorithm driven clout sharking and starstruck parasocial behavior. Makes sense. I mean, he is a dad, so that makes sense. Thank God that there are people with normal and sane takes. Holy shit. Yesterday, it made me feel like I was losing my mind a little bit.
Every single time he talks about it, it's going to be sugar-coated, it's going to be dumbed down, because at what point do you expect someone to say, yeah, I wanted a teenager? Do you think he's going to say that? Fuck no. He's going to make it look better for himself every single time. There is no place along that. It doesn't matter if it's Tyler.
I'm not going to lie. I think as things currently stand, as like American society is getting worse and worse overall, and maybe even getting closer to Europe in our analysis of immigration, maybe this is another European-ass attitude that we will adopt as well, which is lowering the age of consent. I do fear that that is the pathway we are heading down. I legitimately did think, perhaps I was wrong on this, but like the one thing that everybody kind of collectively agreed on was like, is bad. I actually thought this was a universal American principle, and it turns out I was fucking wrong, dog. Weird stuff overall. Monkey's paw. You get EU healthcare, but you get also EU age of. But we don't even have EU healthcare. We tactically avoid all of the good things that the European Union offers to its fucking citizens, okay? Genuinely allergic to like any of the good stuff. No fucking social safety nets. No fucking labor protections, okay? No free healthcare. None of that shit, okay? No collective bargaining for, no sectoral bargaining. No bargaining agreements when purchasing pharmaceuticals. None of that. Just European attitudes on immigration.
If it was my fucking brother, I would say the same shit, because you do not defend that. There's no defending it, okay? Get your fucking head out of the gutter. The brain rot is fucking killing some of you, and it blows my fucking mind. Yeah, he's going to have a fuckload of people over there that are watching him because they don't give a shit. They just want their fucking balloon animals from their clown and to move on because that's the community that he's grown. That's fine. Whatever. I don't give a shit. But if you expect me to associate with that, or anybody that has any respect for themselves to associate with that in any way, you're fucking lost.
You might be wrong about the European thing, which I am. I thought he was now learning he was 17. I just think, especially given he is married, that he's a straightforward, morally corrupt, dirty old man. Yeah, you're doing it, man. You're proving the point that I was making in terms of like, one, we don't know if this person was 17 or not. That's just not a thing that we know. We just know that they're a minor. And two, it doesn't matter. They're still a minor. 17-year-olds have homework from high school. 17-year-olds have pop quizzes that they have to worry about. 17-year-olds are not paying taxes yet, okay? Please stop. Like, I often joke about Gen Z who, like, hyper-focus on, age gap, inappropriate age gaps. I think that's funny. People will be like, that's the worst thing you can do. Like, but holy shit, they're right. Gen Z is right, okay? Zoomers are fucking right. A lot of y'all are gross as fuck for a 35-year-old man with a wife and kids. Okay.
Lost, dude. It's very clear cut. He said on Twitter himself that he messaged a minor and they were inappropriately. He said those words himself. Yeah, he went and deleted it, tried to edit it multiple times, But y'all, what the fuck is wrong with you? Pull your heads out of your asses. This is not a thing to argue about. This ain't like support. This isn't a cultural thing. It's not like some singular event at a time. This is a dude tried to a teenager. Yeah, well, Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld's fucking gross too. I see people bring that shit up all the time. Still disgusts me as well. Seinfeld was a shit show anyway. That's besides the point.
You also making this argument when you say it's not a 17 and 19 same high school situation. You do realize personally that there is a reason for why they have like Romeo and Juliet laws. It is not so that like creepy ass 35-year-olds can minors. It's so that if you are in a relationship with someone when you are in the same high school, you don't automatically cross a magical boundary, go to jail over continuing your relationship. Okay. Like that's why there is some legal boundaries in a situation like this. Do you understand that? You chatter here, but the day someone turns 18 is suddenly morally A-okay in the States, like those OnlyFans models who get 1 million followers on their 18th birthday, bad babby. U.S. morals seem weird in that way. No, you're absolutely right. It is weird. It's weird. At that point, it's just weird. Do you understand what I mean? Like it's weird. It's gross. It's just not illegal at that point. It's still weird as fuck though. You're right though. Anyway, let's continue.
It's that. That's it. Done. He messaged a 17-year-old while in his late 30s.
Yeah.
Done.
Thank God
the
that
end.
there's like actual fucking sane people. Holy shit, dude. Please, you can learn a thing or two from Dr. fucking Lupo here, all right?
Don't be fucking weird. Log out of your PCs, go out, touch grass, and think about reality. Is there a place for forgiveness? Not from me. There's some shit that you just don't do, man. I don't know, trying to a teenager doesn't seem like the right thing to do to me. Anyway, hey, where do you go?
That's the wild thing is just like, he's right. He's right, okay? He's right about, like, it's crazy. It's just a thing that you don't do, man. It's a thing that you don't fucking do. And I cannot believe it, especially when Dr. Disrespect fucking admitted that shit. And there's still people being like, nah, this is sick, dude. He makes me laugh. Like, he makes me laugh. I love when he puts on the fucking wrestling outfit and like calls me a champion. It makes me feel like I am a champion. Like, actually, holy shit. Now, of course, there is always a place for forgiveness for everyone, okay? Rehabilitation is key, okay? That's a real thing. And that is a real principle that I have. The issue is you have to at least like atone. You have to acknowledge, atone, seek forgiveness, and truly demonstrate that you have rehabilitated. A lot of these motherfuckers never acknowledge or atone. They're just like, nah, dog, I did that shit and it was awesome. This R-word, Dr. Disrespect, is married with children, pushing 40. Admits to texting a minor inappropriately. His words, not mine. So I cut ties, obviously, because that's inexcusable. Now I'm a shit friend for not having his back. Bunch of brain rot morons on this app.